met him earlier. Eric is a PLM instructor, facilitator. You're based in New York, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Mr. Bill is...
Don't hold that against me.
Hey, I'm from there too.
He's the junior most captain at American Airlines from New York.
There's Eric right there. Eric's right
Yeah.
How about that?
Have we flown together?
Mr. Bill is an instructor as well, right?
Yes, PLM.
PLM instructor. Eric, Mike, you know. Maureen, you know. Captain Jay Maryland, he is our 737 training and standards captain. 273s. All right, very good. Make Jay. Captain Russ Moore, he's the managing director of line operations, so all the chiefs work for him. So if you have any chief issues, then go directly to Russ. Go to me. Kurt Schumacher is our director of standards. Okay, and he works for Captain Lori Klein, our managing director of training and standards. Ryan Giacomino, he is anything to do with distance learning, and that new computer voice is very cool, right?
Much better.
Ryan's all about
Don't give away that it's still a computer.
Why does it sound just like you?
Sounds just
So when are you going to get it to sound like me?
Yeah.
Captain
Well, it's
Alan Johnson,
machine learning.
director of DFW. He's got 5 chiefs that work for him. Captain Mike Green is the director of training, works alongside Kurt with Lori. Corey Glenn spoke to you a moment ago. He's our director of hiring. When do you come in? Thursday?
Thursday.
And did you all, you know the significance of Jock being here tonight?
Besides taking your picture.
Besides taking your picture. Right. So, Eric, can you tell the story about Jock and how we all know Jock?
Okay, thank you.
Jock back from the, well, I know him back from the 72 days. I've been with American 32 years, but when I started out in the 727, we used to listen to learn the limitations, the actual cassette recorder, put ear plug in and listen to Jock tell us all the limitations, everything that had to do with the 727. So Jock became the voice of American, basically. That's
right.
Jock.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
And we like to,
Time for a question.
we like,
You got it right. You got it right.
say it again, Alan.
And now it's time for a question.
We like to say that Jock put more people to sleep at American than anybody else.
I even put myself to sleep when I reviewed a program, so that's the case. Thank you. Thank you all.
All right, so I think I've got everybody, right? All right, so I've got a toast for you all, right? I'm gonna guess, hang on to your drink there. There may be an exception here tonight amongst you all, but for most of us, checking out as captain at American Airlines has us at the peak or pinnacle of visible leadership in our professional work life, right? I know that's true for me. When Carl Price gave me my wings back in the day, back in Chicago, nothing that came before that, Air Force or otherwise, nothing that came after that, chief work or otherwise, was quite as important or quite as special. And I'm guessing the same is true for you. So just a moment tonight to talk about leadership and legacy. Leadership first. I want you to take everything you've ever been taught about leadership, every great captain, every great leader you've ever followed or worked with, every not so great captain, every not so great leader you've ever followed or worked with, anything connected to leadership, and distill it down into the parts and pieces that resonate with you and inspire you, and make those just call those your personal leadership principles, okay? Then take your core personal values, those things you stand on, those things you stand for, the non-negotiables in your life, take those core values, put them together with those leadership principles, and be intentional about the kind of captain you're going to be at American Airlines. And then there's legacy and the law of legacy. There's 3 parts to it. The first is all of us, each of us is going to leave a legacy. The only difference is some of us are going to leave intentional legacies and some of us are going to leave unintentional legacies. A legacy you leave that you've given no thought or consideration to will be a legacy that's not thoughtful or considered. So be intentional about the legacy you leave. The second part is we have the freedom to define that legacy with as much detail and clarity as we want. If you want it to be that of a great captain, you can make up whatever that looks like for you. And finally, the third part is most important, and that is it's not enough to have an intentional legacy or a detailed legacy. You have to live the legacy. If you want your legacy to be that of a great captain at American, you have to be a great captain at American, okay? So leadership and legacy. One last thing, because I'm proud of you all and I want you to be successful, and this is a pro bonus tip to slip into your kit bag for that dark and stormy night. You've got a decision to make, options on the table, and that's just to pause in the moment and ask yourself, what would a great captain do? And I promise you, within a moment of asking yourself, what would a great captain do, you'll know what a great captain would do. I also make you this promise. If you're out in the operation trying to do what a great captain would do, reach out and ask for help. I gave you my phone number. Call your chief, call any of these folks in flight leadership, your fleet captains, you should have duty pilots, you should have all their numbers, but we will come running to help you do what a great captain would do. All right? So that's it. Everybody has a drink? All right. To American Airlines, newest captains, to the leaders you are, the legacies you're leaving, and the great captains you're becoming. Cheers.
Congratulations.